Hello, YouTube. My name's Rhetoric. I'm 20 years old from Indiana, Maryland, and I attend Elizabeth City State University. Go Vikings. To give a little background on Persuasion, Anne is the main character and protagonist. Of the film. She's very sensible and very loving. And she's very reserved as a character. She's not really overstepping her boundaries, I guess you could say, or like being overbearing to the reader. So I believe there are two theories that greatly depict the digital growth of Jane Austen's Persuasion. First, I would say the modernization theory. The use of different races and the use of slangs heavily depict the digital growth. In the movie adaptation, there were a lot of different races all throughout the movie. Lady Russell being black, Henrietta and Louisa Musgrove being mixed. The second theory, I would say, the cognitive dissonance theory. And I believe it's really because of Anne's awareness of being persuaded by Lady Russell when she was initially interested in Captain Wentworth 7 years prior. I have a quote from the book. It's in chapter 4. It reads, Anne Elliot, with all of her claims of birth, beauty, and mind, to throw herself away at 19, involve herself at 19 in an engagement with a young man who had nothing but himself to recommend him, and no hopes of attaining affluence, but in the chance of most uncertain profession, and no connections to secure even his further rise in the profession, would be indeed a throwing away. So Lady Russell was talking to Anne about Captain Wentworth and telling her how his whole persona and how he's carried himself and who he is as a person is not worth pursuing. Speaking of the movie, I believe breaking from the fourth wall and Anne breaking the fourth wall over and over and over again all throughout the movie, it makes it very, very not only modern, but it makes the connection between the person that's watching the movie and Anne specifically, like, it makes you very, very close to her. Well, the relationship being the end result of Persuasion. Like, Persuasion all throughout the movie is like you can't really escape from it, and you have to really see it for what it is, and that's kind of what Jane Austen was really trying to do. Like, I also believe that rhetoric is all throughout Jane Austen's Persuasion, and I believe there's one type of rhetoric specifically that connects Jane Austen's Persuasion not only from the 19th century adaptation, but the 2022 adaptation from the movie.